On this episode of Carnage, we've got a new camshaft for the Trolvo, but this time we've got some help. Last time on Carnage, we tried to put some cams in the Trolvo, and then I had an oopsie and snapped one in two. So Golby's have sent us down a new cam, and we will send them some money for that shortly. But I've asked Gerardo from G-Force Racing Solutions to come in and show me the proper way to do it. Plus, we need to do some measuring because this cam may not actually be exactly the same size as the old cam. So we've got to check our shimless buckets and our clearances and all that sort of stuff. So, Gerardo, how do you fare our chances?
Should be no problem. We'll get it in there, we'll check the clearances. There might be some slight differences in the tolerances for the manufacturing process, but I think it'll be pretty close anyway. So
awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's lube it up and slip it in.
That other one's been torqued down?
Yeah, not torqued down.
Okay.
They're down but not torqued.
Okay, so you'll find that that's got like a place where it really wants to sit, and that's it. Yeah.
Is it there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that's where it got us into trouble last time. So I torqued down that cap and she snapped right there.
Oh, okay. So it's actually
definitely
the back one.
Definitely the back one.
And it's either one of these two. So this one's closer to the buckets there, so you can put that one down, and you can do them evenly. That'll get it down, and then we can put the rest of the caps on.
Yeah. Righty, let's put some caps on.
Yeah, it's actually 3 and 7 on both. And when we go to torque them down, we'll make sure we've got some engine oil on the threads of those bolts and.
Oh, okay. You put head oil under the heads.
Yeah, just to get the them to torque nicely to factory spec. So sometimes they catch. So.
Feel free to call me out if I'm doing something wrong.
No, you're all right.
Should we break out the Ryobi and like really scare everyone?
Yeah.
Just go beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, plenty of people do it.
How much should you reckon I should go?
Just when you start feeling some tension against it. So, and then just watch that it's even.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but yeah, so maybe. And then the other thing is to keep the caps flat as well. So maybe a little bit more on that one.
You reckon? Oh, okay. I thought we were more down on that side.
Yeah, and look, it's fine. You can go to the front and then
so
back and forth, back and forth. Yeah. The key is just not to apply too much on one.
Yeah, yeah.
So like always refer to the manual constantly. Anyway, it doesn't matter how many times you do it. Did they say they had any more in stock?
Don't do that to me.
So I'm just going to put the offset the pistons so they're all down a little bit. It should be more than enough in comparison to the lift of the cam, so they can't touch just in case. Yeah, there's a sequence here. So just like when you do head studs, you know, but
the sequence I saw was.
But more so, third one.
In out or out in?
Oh, that's not too much.
We had it on our thing.
They're fairly even anyway. So it's third cap, 7th cap.
Yep. Yeah,
and
got
then,
that.
Then 5th, 4th. I'm playing piano here. We got 6th. And then 2nd and 1st.
All right.
So yeah.
So.
It's basically going.
Should I do it? Yeah. 10 Newton meters to start, or go straight to 20?
No, it goes straight to 20. So they're fairly even. 20's not all that much. It's just about not stretching the bolts at this point.
Yeah. I'm very nervous now.
Yeah.
20.
And that's where the oil comes in to spread the load and keep it in, so not to worry. still another 2 steps to this though.
Is there? Okay.
Yeah, so we want to make sure that that pressure is just acting on the cam with nothing, the lobe's not working against it.
So what do we do? Rotate the cam?
So you rotate them. So that's why you do them at 60 degree.
Okay. So we've got to rotate them, do them.
Sorry, 120.
Okay.
So, yeah.
This is what happens when you send a video guy down to Bunnings to buy a shifter. This is what he comes back with. Not you, but yeah. But this is what he comes back with. One of our video/photo guys, we were in Alice Springs and we sent him down to Bunnings. We needed a couple of shifters to do up 4-link brackets. He comes back with 2 of these and we're like, what the hell is that?
Actually, if you stop there, because that's top dead.
Pretty much top dead?
Yeah, so we can do the first step, sorry. So, rather than doing it at the end. So we can...
So same caps, same order?
No, so this time we're only going to undo the ones
going to undo too.
Yeah, undo and then redo. So this is the key part when you want to keep track of what you've done.
Yeah.
So we can see we've got that one, the first 2, and the 6th with the lobes up, so they've got no tension on them. So we can undo them and then redo them. So just enough just to take...
Does it matter which order I undo?
No, it doesn't. Just as long as you do them back up, that's the key.
Okay.
So just to take the tension off.
Just take tension off.
Yeah.
So should I torque that one up now?
You can, yeah, straight away. So.
Okay. So what I was doing then was the lobes that were up were releasing the tension off the caps, then retensioning the caps. So that was the first 2 caps and number 6 because the lobes are up. And then we'll rotate the cam, bring other lobes up, release those caps, retension those caps, because this is the way to do it in the Toyota manual. So we shall follow the rules.
Alright, so yeah, we're up to the clearance part. So,
Alrighty, so what's the deal with the clearances? So what are we looking for?
10th hour.
10th hour clearance.
Yeah, 10th hour clearance. So I've got my feeler gauges and I've got my ones that you can stick in there to see whether we usually start by seeing if we've got too much. Try that in there, and then if they don't go, then we can go lower.
Checking this one first because it'll be on its base circle.
Yeah. So alright, so we go with 12. Right. No, won't go in. Won't go in.
Alright.
I haven't got a single 8, but I can. I'll do it that way, so it's easy to follow. And these should definitely go in. Yep. No resistance. And then you've got 10. Doesn't really. What you're looking for is that you want it just to catch on the edge. Yep, so that would tell us that we're on, and to double check, we'll try either side. So 11 shouldn't go in there either. Oh no, 11 just catches. So we're actually at 11.
Which is perfect.
Yeah, 1 thou variance, so that's fine.
6, 4, 3, 2, 11 thou.
Definitely not 12. And 11 just catches, so that's 11. That's 10 and a half. Yeah, because 10's loose and 11 is just a little snug.
Oh, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay,
yeah, it's fine. Look, we're splitting hairs there.
Yeah. All right.
Just to call it.
So if I say 11 thou for both, we're happy, or
Yeah. Number 3.
3. So
Yeah.
keep going.
You can, yeah.
It's not. Is it off? It wouldn't be off now, would it?
It is. It
You
is.
reckon?
So yeah, it's already off. So as you can see here from the
Okay. Yeah.
from the lube, that's the point there where the lobe actually starts. So all that is base circle.
that close.
11.5.
11 and a half. We have checked, well, Gerardo has checked all the clearances. We're looking for between 10 thou and 12 thou, and most of them have come up at 11 thou, so spot on. A couple are like in that, 10 thou region, which is fine. So, yeah, despite us replacing a cam completely, the clearances have come up fine, and I think
yeah, we're good. We're confident
awesome.
that the valves will shut and they will open all the way that they have to. So
that's what we want. So now I've got to rotate cams to top dead center. Well, I actually got to pop this one off and put the seal in and torque that up properly, and then rotate engine to top dead center. Then we can do timing belt and all that stuff. But you won't be here for any of that because you want to go.
I'll leave the fun to you. Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for being
No
here,
worries.
dude, and helping us out with this. And
My pleasure.
yeah, we'll try not to break anything else. It is the next day and we are without adult supervision, but we have a water pump to fit, so that is the next job on the agenda. So there's an O-ring that goes in the block behind there, and there's a little neck that we have to fit into here, and that is still stuck in the old water pump. So we need to remove that neck and fit it into there, but getting it out of there looks troublesome and has been troublesome. So we're going to hit it with fire. So this little steel tube is stuck into the water pump pretty well. We're pretty sure it has to come out and can come out. I've tried the old vice grip twist trick and it has not worked. I think what we're going to have to do is put some heat around on this housing, let the housing expand a little bit, but try and avoid heating the steel. The aluminium or alloy will definitely heat up quicker and expand quicker than the steel will. So hopefully this is the way to do it. Ooh, fire. Caveman like fire. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Come on, you can do it. Oh, come on. Success. Got there, and it does. It has an O-ring. I thought it would. Wow, she was in there tight. Wow, I thought that was really going to screw us today. These are the things that turn 5-minute jobs into 1-hour jobs. But anyway, we have persevered and succeeded. We have a whole bunch of new O-rings here, so new O-rings for there, new O-ring to go behind the water pump, new gaskets and stuff. So many gaskets and O-rings. But anyway, new O-rings on there, tap it into there, get the pump on the engine. Let's do that. And as with all cases where you're shoving something tight in a hole, Vaseline is very helpful. All right. Vaseline has multiple uses. Water pump is done. We are making progress. So this one's important, and it's a trap for a lot of players. A lot of people do this. They forget to put this on before their gears and their belt. but it has to go first. So now for the fancy cam gears, these are Golby's items. I'm not even sure we're going to adjust our timing at all, but it is what it is. They look nice, so we'll use them. Okay, so for this one we've got 59 foot-pounds or 79 newton meters. Thankfully you can hold the camshafts with a shifter, good shifter action. That's that one. Right, so we've got our gears on, torqued up, rotated to where they need to be, so lined up with the timing marks in the back of the cover here. Now we're just going to rotate the engine to top dead center because we bumped it slightly off, just to give us clearance for shimming. So now it's time for our timing belt tensioner, and we have one there brand new out of the packet with a factory style cast housing. And then we found this in our box of bits as well. So Golby sent us pretty much everything we need, and we're looking at that going, so why do we need that if it's already on that? So I looked up Ross Performance Parts, who make this part, and according to their website, these units have a tendency to snap. Well, that's not good. So they're saying here, if you up the horsepower at all, these things can snap, so use their part instead. Of course use their part, but anyway. So we transfer our bolt over into there, which fits in very nicely. Make sure we get our washer for going in behind. But yeah, I've got to transfer our pulley, our idler pulley, across to our bracket. Fun and games. So just to make things a little bit easier, we'll try and put things in the right order. So crank sensor first, then our hydraulic tensioner with the pin still in it, and then our idler pulley. So going in that order should make life a little bit easier. Alright, so with the tensioner, or the idler, with the idler, it's 26 newton meters. Got to be careful not to over torque it, but my little torque wrench only goes to 20 newton meters, so I've got to go 20 and up. And I reckon that's probably about it. Okay. Time for a belt. This side first. All right, everything is lined up and remains lined up. So now it's time to pull the pin. All right, so we have pulled the pin on this grenade. Hopefully not, but should be interesting to see how this all goes. So to seal up the bottom end, we've got to put on our lower cover, such as it is. It is filthy, and it's even got a hole worn in it. It's just, yeah, it's not good. That's not going back on. We've got a nice new one. Okay, so is down here. So I was about to fit our shiny new Ross Performance Parts balancer, which we got from Golby's. Unfortunately, there's an issue. The engine has to come up a bit. Well, it would have to come up a bit, but I think there's another issue. I don't think it's going to fit the way things are right now, because look at the original balancer versus the new balancer. She's a whole lot thicker. So what I'm going to have to do is I have at least a 10mm lip, maybe 15mm lip under there, so I can cut this lip out where someone's already, you know, cut it out in the first place. So we can cut that back another 15mm and that'll be fine. But obviously we don't want to get metal shavings and everything all in our nice shiny motor, such as it is. I mean, yeah, all the top end's new, but bottom end's all still gunky. But anyway, it is what it is. Let's try and not get metal in it if we can help it. So I figure let's do everything else first, seal up the motor, and we'll do the balancer last, and then we can cut that last, cover things up a bit. But yeah, let's get covers, pulleys, everything on it, do the balancer last. So we're up to bolting the turbo on, but to get the turbo orientation right, because I had to do some movement there to get it off in the first place, to get it back into the right spot, I have to drop the engine down into its right position, but to drop the engine down, I need the balancer on. So it's time to clearance the space for our new balancer. Wish me luck. Here we go. So after much cutting and grinding and more cutting and grinding, and tried to just sort of edge up on it, but I just ended up going, you know what, let's just cut out as much as we need. So I've cut out as much as we need. Now I need to weld a whole bunch more in, because yeah, there's a big hole there. Now I've got this big flat bar to fill said hole. car on fire? I can't tell. Well, considering what we're working with, it hasn't turned out too bad. You know us, we don't hide our welds. We pay the price, but yeah, it's not horrible. Now I've just got to fill in the ends and we'll give it a bit of a tidy up. Should be good to go. Liquid hot magma. Okay, I think that's it. Now we'll just give her a clean up, hit it with some primer, some paint, and then get into putting this engine back together. Now that I can get a balancer on it. So, after a bit of shit and glitter, it doesn't look too bad. And to be honest, no one's ever going to see it, 'cause it's going to be all under the radiator. So, balancer check. And she fits. All right. So, we'll put a bit of anti-seize inside the hub and slide her on. Yeah. All the ugga-duggers. I think they're going to be done up to like 300 Newton meters or something like that, 350. Oh, I can smell this paint. About right. So the engine is all back together, ready to go. We've tipped in some good quality mineral oil. We're going to do some zinc additive because we've got to run the cams in basically like you would do on a normal traditional V8. So 20 minutes at 2.5 to 3,000 RPM. That's the way Gerardo recommends it. So I've got to put some coolant in, but other than that, we're pretty much ready to fire this beast up. But you're going to see that on the next episode of Carnage, because we're going to fire it up, get it ready, well, it'll be ready, and then we're going to put it on the dyno. See how much power it makes with the new cams, a little bit more boost. Should be exciting. Can't wait. See you next time.